And Donald Trump has said that the Ukrainian President Zelensky can end the war if he wants to, but there would be no going into NATO by Ukraine as part of a peace deal. So NATO is off the table. And this is hours before he was due to host Zelensky at the White House. Trump, in a post on his Truth Social network, said that there would be no getting back of the Crimean Peninsula, which Moscow illegally annexed in 2014, and also no going into NATO, adding that some things never change. Talking about the meeting, Trump said that it is a big day at the White House, hosting so many European leaders who have also scrambled to the US along with Zelensky. It's the first time he will be hosting so many of them at the same time, is what the US president claimed. In a separate post, the US president said that there is fake news doing the rounds as well, and it will say that it is a big loss for Trump to host so many great European leaders, but added that it is in fact a great honor for America. Earlier, Trump dismissed what he called fake news by Democrat-run media, that he suffered a major defeat by allowing his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin to have a major summit in the US. Trump said that Putin would have loved doing the meeting anywhere but the US, adding that the venue was a major point of contention. His post came minutes before Zelensky announced his arrival in the US with a post on X. He thanked Trump for the invitation and said that they all share a strong desire to end the war quickly and reliably, and the peace must be lasting, not like it was years ago when Ukraine was forced to give up Crimea. And for more on this, Susan, our correspondent, has sent us this report from New York.
Coverage of the Trump-Putin summit has been strikingly uniform in America's mainstream media space. Heavy criticism of the president, questioning his strategy, and a portrayal that the meeting was a setback for the United States. The focus has entirely been on what wasn't achieved rather than what may achieve and the road ahead. But here's the broader context. Trust in the media is near an all-time low, with only about a third of Americans saying that they believe that the news is being reported fairly here in the United States. And the reality is no one outside that room knows what was said or promised. Meanwhile, President Trump himself is putting the pressure on Volodymyr Zelensky, saying that the Ukrainian president could end the war with Russia, quote, almost immediately if he wanted to, ahead of that high-stakes meeting due to take place in Washington on Monday. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
Zelensky returns to the Oval Office for the first time since a spectacularly tense exchange with Donald Trump in that same Oval Office around 6 months ago on 28th February, when there was a major showdown between the two presidents, when their talks were cut short and question marks were raised over the future US support for Ukraine. Zelensky is now expected to first meet with Trump one-on-one before both of them are then joined by European leaders, including UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, French President Emmanuel Macron, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, and EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen. A European government has given out these details. According to US broadcaster CNN, Zelensky's former sparring partner, Vice President J.D. Vance, is also going to be present. And as Ukrainian President Zelensky he's already there in Washington now for the talks with President Trump. Here's how Ukrainians are reacting to the current peace negotiations.
Our guys died in the territories for this, not so that we would give them away just like that. And especially since these are our territories, our people live there one way or another. No matter how many Russian-speaking people there are and so on, these are our Ukrainians. Therefore, accordingly, all territories must remain with us.
Trump is more inclined to listen to the opinion of European leaders. If Zelensky went there on his own, does not consider Ukraine strong now, he constantly repeats that we have no cards. With support from European leaders, it will be possible to change his opinion to some degree.
How do we give it away? Donbas, he doesn't just want Donbas. He wants the entire Zaporizhzhia region, the Kherson region, part of the Kharkiv region, part of the Sumy region, and Crimea. He wants all of Ukraine.
національної свідомості.